Chief Justice John Roberts released his annual year-end report on the federal courts, but critics noticed there was a major legal issue he declined to address: former President Donald Trump. Instead, discussing what role the Supreme Court could play in deciding key issues related to the 2024 election. Instead, Roberts focused on the role of artificial intelligence in the legal system. It was interesting to read. Here to discuss with us, defense attorney and former FBI agent Stuart Kaplan. Stuart, it's always good to see you. Happy New Year. I want to read you a part of this year-end report from John Roberts, which is interesting. He wrote, "Legal research may soon be unimaginable without it. AI obviously has great potential to dramatically increase access to key information for lawyers and non-lawyers alike, but just as obviously, it risks invading privacy interests and dehumanizing the law." And I think this is on people's minds, Stuart. I mean, even at some of my holiday dinners, like my family, AI came up. Like, people are kind of freaked out about it right now.
Yeah, good afternoon, Brian. I don't think artificial intelligence is going to ever replace the human side, the intellectual thought process that is required for the trier of facts. Let's remember, typically a case operates in the gray area. I think Chief Judge Roberts used an analogy. The law is not like a sporting event where a ball is either in or out. I know more recently we saw some technology used in the U.S. Open, which kind of eliminated the need for an umpire to have to actually see the ball, whether or not the ball was in. They relied on this technology. The rule of law is evolves each and every day, each and every case. It requires intellectual thought. It requires sympathy, empathy. It requires emotion. And so artificial intelligence, while will add to the efficiency of our judicial process, it cannot, and I don't believe will ever replace the trier of fact or a judge.
But could it be a slippery slope, Stuart? I mean, if you as a lawyer start using it for research, what happens next? I mean, it's only pulling certain things. Like you said, when you're a human looking through documents, you might notice something that one of these AI computers wouldn't notice.
Well, again, Brian, you're quite correct. I think artificial intelligence has great usefulness, but it can also have a devastating effect, as was seen with Michael Cohen, the former attorney for Donald Trump, where in fact he wrote some briefs which cited just made up case law or case citations. It's always fraught with danger, and lawyers, from the time they're in law school to the time they graduate and throughout their entire career, always realize to check, double check, and triple check. And again, a good, competent lawyer will never and should never just rely upon a computer or artificial intelligence to spit out some motion, some pleading, some responsive answer. I would be terribly embarrassed if, in fact, lawyers are going to rely upon artificial intelligence to create their work product. You must put pen to paper. Yes, it can make us more efficient. It can speed up the judicial process, the efficiency of caseloads and judicial process within the court system with respect to electronic filing. It can assist in legal research. But again, a lawyer must read again, check and double check. I can't ever see a time that we're just going to spit out documents and allow a computer to render a decision based upon that.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.